Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Planning with Erin, and as promised, here I am to record a flip through of the Erin Condren lesson planner. I am in the process of getting a teaching job and I love Erin Condren, so I thought that getting a lesson planner would maybe motivate me to get a little bit ahead of my planning for the next year or the following year or whenever I get a job. So yeah, but there's not a lot on YouTube to tell you about this planner, so I wanted to go ahead and do a flip through. Alright, I do apologize for the lighting. It is very stormy outside, so this corner is going to be super dark, this corner is going to be super bright. It's either that or it's all orange and miscolored. So I'm trying. This is the flip through for the Erin Condren lesson planner. So, like I said in my haul video, there is a dry erase cover on either side, or either dry erase board on either side of each cover. Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. And then here is the intro page. I'm just going to write my name on there, maybe use stickers, something to make it really nice. Let me turn the page. I have a quote: "The influence of a good teacher can never be erased." And then you have your all about me section. Up here it has name, school year, grade, room, school, address, phone number, access codes, usernames and passwords, and web resources, which is going to be super, super helpful. We have over here classroom events and volunteers. I will say a lot of this is more catered to an elementary school teacher rather than a high school teacher, which is what I intend to be. But at the same time, some of it is significantly more catered to a secondary classroom. So it just it balances each other out pretty well. This page in particular is more for an elementary type setting. But special events, field trips, classroom volunteers. Then over here you have a helpful hint for the substitute. I was always told to have a subfolder as opposed to just a sub-page in my planner. So we'll see if I find a happy medium between the two personally. But you have your school schedule up here. School begins, recess, lunch, recess, school dismissed, which obviously that is more of a elementary type thing. I'm probably going to make a sticker here for class periods to kind of cover that up. Then need some help, who to ask, reliable students, other teachers, principal, vice principal, and secretary. Students with special needs, name and special need. Yeah. Then you have your holidays and dates to remember. So that's pretty standard for the Erin Condren planners. Then you go in here, happy birthday to you. You can list all of your students' birthdays, which is helpful if you are, especially in an elementary setting, are going to make a big deal out of them. I will try, we'll see how well it works, to make a big deal out of it. And then here we have an absentee log. This again is something that is more appropriate for an elementary school where you see the same 30 kids every single day. In a high school setting, I would fill up these 2 pages in probably 3 weeks. But that's okay. It's a good touch. I do like it. It just has a place for name, date, reason, and note. And honestly, I might add a couple of these pages. I might recreate them myself to stick them like on a notes page for the month. We'll see what I do. Then we have some graph. It says use these graphs to create seating charts, organize group, track year-long learning assignments, and log other important information. This is your space to create a system that works for you. Don't know that I'll use it for year-long projects, but I might use it for seating charts, because that is actually a very good idea. And there's 2 more pages of that. Then we have a long-range planning, plan your year. This I have a feeling I'm definitely going to use just to plan out long-term projects, tests, and maybe units, depending on how my system is set up once I get to the school. I have 2 more notes pages here, which I could easily use to stick in absentee form onto. And then another notes page, and then if you believe it, you can achieve it. And we go right into August. Like I said, these are not numbered, or dated rather. They have a calendar for 2016 and 2017 over here. So then you can, which made me happy because then if I don't get a job this year, I can still use this next year. Little place for notes here. Ooh, sorry, I moved the whole planner. And then just a pretty standard calendar. I do plan on making monthly kits for these, because they are a slightly different size from the regular life planner, and I want monthly kits for them, so that is on my list of stickers to make. Then we have 2 notes, which, like I said, I could easily turn one of those into an absentee log. And I could use one of them for, something else. I don't know what yet. The beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you. Then we go into September, and the months are short, and they're all the same. I'm confused why those are orange, but whatever. What we learn becomes part of who we are. Because I'm pretty sure the October one is orange. Oh, maybe it just matches the month after for some strange reason. We have November. Life is not about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. If these are green, then it will make sense. Yeah. Okay, it just matches the next month. I want to see you be brave. December. January. Oop, that one, it got bent. Oh, alright, sorry if my pinky looks a little swollen. I just punched the hell out of my desk. But yeah, it hurts a lot. Why fit in when you were born to stand out? God, man, my voice is even shaking. I'm gonna cry. If you can't be kind, be quiet. If it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. If you can dream it, you can do it. Keep going no matter what. A good idea becomes a great idea when you let it out. And then you go into the lesson plan, which says learning ignites curiosity we never knew we had. And then we have the lesson plan itself here. This part is definitely much more catered to a multi-period day, but at the same time you can still use it for middle school or elementary school because it says subject/period at the top, so you could easily do like reading, math, science, whatever, history. I don't know what elementary school kids learn. Everything. And then like your wheel block or whatever. Also, it has enough for 7 periods of the day. And then you have like Monday, you could put your date, the week number over here, and then just kind of like a brief overview. Like if there's testing going on that day, you can include that here, or whatever you need here. And there are several pages of these here. So, then we get into the checklist, which, like I said, over here it says use these columns to keep track of permission slips, turned in assignments, and even test scores. I very much intend to use this as a grade book. Names here, emergency kit. I don't know what emergency kit I'm going to have. Probably not any, to be entirely honest, because that's, unless it's for my homeroom or something. And then just list all of the assignments. Use the last column here as a date, or an average, total, whatever, at the very end. And then there's just several of these. Use one for each period. Because theoretically, as an English teacher, I'm not going to have too many, whatchamacallit for that. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 of those. And you can order, I do believe that's one of the options, you can add in extras of those. So, then it says the art of teaching is to awaken joy and creative expression and knowledge. Then over here, you have your stickers. There's some that say assembly, IEP, duty, staff meeting, furlough, and holiday. Then you have some blank ones. I just really love the colors, like especially this combination here. I'm gonna have to make a kit that's teal and orange because that's friggin' gorgeous. And then over here we have reminder, report cards due. I don't know why. Oh, progress reports. I was like, I don't know why there's so many. Report cards only come 4 times a year. But so there's reminder, progress reports due, report cards due, benchmark, testing, computer lab, conferences, library, first day, emergency drill, field trip, and observation. And like I said, field trip, library, well, being English, that might be a library day there. But some of those are not going to really apply to me. And then there's just some blank little banner type ones that I don't really like the design of, but everybody else seems to. And then there's this gorgeous Millennium Circle or Century Circles, that's what they call it, folder. And then the little ideas can happen anywhere. and the back cover. So I hope that was helpful for some people. So some of the options you can customize here is for this checklist. You can have 7, which is the default, or you can have 14, 21, or 28 for an additional cost. And then the sheet protectors, it comes with 1. You can either get 2 or 3. Well, I'm glad I looked at this because I didn't even know this was here. So there's a sheet protector up against the back cover here. So it's just it's a really thick plastic and you can slide stuff inside of it. That's awesome. So that is the official end of the flip through of the Erin Condren Teacher Lesson Planner. I hope this has helped some potential buyers for, to give you a better idea of what is going on inside the cover of the lesson planner, because there's not a lot out here about it. In the description, I do have, if you are a first-time Erin Condren customer, going to have a link. If you click that link and sign up, you will get $10 off of your first purchase, and it does count towards the lesson planner. So instead of being $50 or $55, it comes down to either $40 or $45, which is much better and super awesome. So go ahead and click on that link down there if you are going to go ahead and get one of these. Get your money off. And yeah, if there's anything else in the lesson planner that you would like to see, I am going to do at least monthly plan with me's on these for the monthly spreads. I can't promise that I will do the lesson plans because, well, those are my lesson plans, and I don't necessarily want to share those with everyone because they're mine and I work hard on them. But if there is a way that I can figure out to do lesson or weekly plan with me's in the teacher lesson planner, if you have any ideas, feel free to suggest them. I would love to make them. So just let me know. And thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye!